The atmosphere of Chapter 103 is lighter than ever before. On one side, there is pure experience, on the other, a hidden power capable of breaking many imposed barriers. Given the context of the entire episode, what caught the most attention was not the awaited fight everyone was expecting. The great anticipation for the father-son battle gave way to something new. In a phrase that didn't go unnoticed by us readers, it reflects well what the episode was about, where we see Goku and Vegeta agreeing with the following phrase said by Vegeta: "It's really Broly who conveys that sense of the beastly." New paths, in one way. If Broly hadn't understood what Vegeta was trying to convey to him, Broly himself, admiring Son Gohan, understood for himself what was missing for him to find his own starting point to learn to better control his power. Want to know more about Chapter 103? Come with me to the video. Since Goku wasn't playing around when it started, just as in the leaked sketch, they engaged in an intense fight there, where there was no room for error, where the friendly fight atmosphere, at least until the first blow, where the peak of both clashed currently. With furious punches from Goku and also from Gohan. Certainly, the excitement was in the eyes of both who watched the fight there. Vegeta stressed Gohan's lack of battle experience against formidable opponents, so Goku surprised by using his Ultra Instinct more sharply and stopping behind Gohan. He who before this fight had kept up with Trunks and Goten's speed, but this time he noticed Goku's arrival very late, and Goku launched Gohan away, and a few milliseconds later, with his hands together, the famous blow that throws opponents to the ground. Then hits Gohan squarely. Gohan recovers quickly and already charges forward, but Goku's mastery of Ultra Instinct is very advanced, and he dodges all of Gohan's attacks, who smiles and says, "So this is Ultra Instinct." Speaking like this, we can deduce that Gohan, while training with Piccolo, talked about this technique of Son Goku because what comes right after shocks everyone who was on that planet. Piccolo's training really made all the difference for Gohan. Let's face it, even though he's not an angel, Piccolo is very intelligent, and when it comes to Gohan, with emphasis on the union, mutual trust, and respect for each other. It makes Gohan more comfortable to have Piccolo as a master, and as we mentioned here about Whis offering training to Gohan, for now, it was put aside. In a conversation between Whis and Beerus during the battle between Goku and Gohan, Whis asks if Gohan could also be a candidate for the God of Destruction of Universe 7, but Beerus replies that no. That he was too serious to be able to cause destruction. This remark raised a doubt in me. Whis and Beerus are raising the questioning of several warriors about being candidates for the position of God of Destruction, until then occupied by Beerus. Initially, upon seeing Whis choosing Vegeta, we already connected his pride and genius to the term chosen to be the new Hikaishin. But we saw that this changes because Beerus in a speech says that he would indicate Goku to be the next God of Destruction of Universe 7, so would all these, chosen by them, the future candidates have to fight among themselves? Or just be more powerful according to the judgment of Whis, Beerus, or even Daishinkan? Or would they have to kill each other? At this moment in the fight where Gohan experiences Ultra Instinct in practice, then with total confidence smile, he says a phrase that even gives chills: the beast is still far from showing its true power. If before he needed a trigger to let his anger out and use his hidden power, at this moment he brings it as if he were a Super Saiyan 2 in the beast form, with an incredible accumulation of energy, he who now demonstrates mastery and key control. Surely inherited this from his father, who is also excellent in this regard. Vegeta questions whether Gohan is really capable of controlling such energy, and we soon see that yes, he really is. And to everyone's surprise, Gohan advances with incredible speed towards Goku. Vegeta, who is already used to Goku's Ultra Instinct, and also saw the speed of gas in the previous arc, gave way to a total surprise. Then Gohan uses like some ki bursts, which take shape at such speed he reached with his blows, and there he goes up against Goku with punches of tremendous speed. If before the fight paralleled Goku's fight against Hit, where Goku attacked and missed. Here we saw that until now it was the same thing for Gohan, except for the fact that it's not a time leap, it's pure instinct. But this time Son Gohan's speed is so intense that he surpasses Goku's Ultra Instinct, which this time returns to its base form after a precise kick from Gohan. He immediately asks, "What did you do?" And Gohan explains that he kept his ki control to the maximum before losing control, so this is Gohan's hidden power that he learned to control. I'll try to explain. Whenever Gohan used to access his power in the past, his limiter couldn't handle it, and he would faint. But as time passed, and he gained more strength, meaning his limiter increased, and he was able to withstand his moments of fury without fainting, that is, without breaking his current limiter, but he was not aware of that. This came with time and experience, as an example of the rage outburst he had against Cell. Because of having trained a lot with his father in the room of spirit and time, he increased his limiter and Goku noticed. So much that he trusted the fight to Gohan and continued the fight against Cell, bringing forth for the first time in the entire Dragon Ball saga the Super Saiyan 2 form, as he is driven by pure fury, so for him, it was all new. It wasn't like Goku and Vegeta who had a more advanced fighting mentality. Besides, the pure Saiyan lineage brings this to them, added to the history of battles, so Gohan gradually mastered his power without losing control, so he with this speech explains to Goku about this limit. That, even with little training time, he has already reached an exceptional level of his limiter. Beerus still questions Whis, wondering if this is a Super Saiyan. Whis replies that no, that it's also not a divine form, but that he possesses exceptional abilities. Maybe they were going to say more, but they were interrupted by Limo, a friend of Broly. Speaking of Broly, he who was totally excited about this warrior called Son Gohan is noticed by Goku, who through his huge empathy, even with the desire to continue the fight against Gohan, he makes room for the new, so he tells Gohan to fight Broly, saying that he feels something similar in them, together with Vegeta's phrase about Broly also having the air of the beast as mentioned above. So they greet each other, and Broly immediately attacks. Gohan already dodges, but Broly soon asks Gohan to show the same power he saw before, so Gohan enters his beast form and goes up against Broly with relentless attacks, and Broly has no reaction. After taking so many punches, a light shines on Broly again. The monster is out of the cage again. Goku is already desperate, saying that he got angry again, but Vegeta realizes that this time there is something different. This reminds me of Kale, the Saiyan from Universe 6 who has the Berserker form like Broly's, managing to control her Super Saiyan form in the Tournament of Power arc. With Broly it's the same thing. So he maintains his form without losing control and goes up against Gohan, who by the way praises him and says it's not like a normal Saiyan that form. Guys, will Broly be the one to bring the canonization of Super Saiyan 4 to the series in the future? But with another name, who knows, right? Whis emphasizes the fact that Broly learned from Gohan how to control his powers, and let's also agree that it was very fast, as we saw him fighting against Goku and Vegeta in the Super Broly movie that already showed this evolution absurdly fast there. Even with Beerus saying that Gohan had more control over his power, the fight continued. In the next panel, the fusion of Gotenks ended there, so they asked to fight Broly 2 and Vegeta, who waited very patiently wanting to participate in the fight against Gohan 2, and everyone goes up to fight at once, Goten, Trunks, and Vegeta. Seeing this, Goku also goes up, and this funny panel where it turned into a confusion and so much on the battlefield, and thus ends the fight between them. Thank you for watching so far, and see you next time.